What captures your attention? What is it that sparks your interest or intrigues you? What is it that when you hear it or you see it, it makes your mind just go? For me, it's words, it's phrases, it's pictures. And this phrase that I heard several weeks ago is something that I want to talk to you all about today. And it is assumed limitations. What does that mean to you? Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of the KimUnity Soulutions Podcast, the only podcast that's inspiring leadership and humanity within and beyond the workplace. I am your host, Kim, the SME. As always, I am only speaking from my experiences. I was in church several weeks ago, and the pastor was talking about something. I don't have all my notes with me, but this certain phrase, the certain term really caught my attention. And I really believe that it applied to me. And I'm wondering how many other people does it apply to? Assumed limitations. I just made a quick note of it. I did not put the whole context in my notes or anything. But I was reminded of it and had to figure out, where did I write this note at? Because I wanted to go back to it. My events of last week and the beginning of this week made my mind go back to that. What was it that was said? And what happened was I had a full to-do list. I had all of these things. Many of them were new, something that I had to spend more time with, and I did not have enough time to spend with it. Right? So now I am doing something new in a more refined time. And it's something that I knew that I had to give it my all. There was also family emergencies to where, I had to go out of state. And while I wanted to spend time with loved ones, I also wanted to maintain professionalism and still not drop the ball. And last week I did speak about, being strong enough to be weak. So this is on the other side of that. And it's really not talking about weakness. It's talking about let me go back to it, assumed limitations. For some reason, I already thought in my mind, okay, my time is limited. Let me put this note right here because I'm going to keep forgetting this phrase. It's something that I need to remember. Time was limited. And I know for me to be comfortable in doing something, I want to be able to practice it and do it and, rehearse it or what have you several times, sometimes too many times before I feel like I am prepared to go forward. I'm not sure if this is just me or if you can relate to this, right? Put something in the chat, put something in the comments below if you can relate. Just say I relate. And so I had already told myself that, Kim, okay, you have gotten better at this thing and you don't need to give yourself so much time. Okay, so you don't have to, some things, if once you've been doing it for a while, you don't have to give yourself 3 weeks to get it down because 40% of that, you're really not working on that anyway. You're just pushing it out so your mind will be comfortable. So you won't be so anxious about it. And then you start working on it still the last minute. But this time my time frame was cut short. And I had so much on my to-do list to get done. And so it was kind of putting me not necessarily in a panic, but I was concerned. I had to keep talking to myself. Okay, Kim, you got to get this done today, this done today, this done today, so you can practice on this other thing. You can be prepared. That's what I'll say, not practice, but be prepared for this other thing. And I could not remember the term. I could not remember where I wrote my note at. I should have known it was in my notes, my church notebook. But yes, assumed limitations. And what I found was that now that it's all said and done, now that I have been able to check off those tasks on my to-do list, now that I have been able to perform and to prepare and to deliver, now I have all this weight off of me. And then I'm also realizing that I put those limitations on myself. I put those assumptions on myself. That's something that I told myself I was short on. That's something I told myself I was behind on or needed more time or was ill prepared. These are self-limiting assumptions. Are you doing this to yourself? That's why I wanted to bring this up. This is happening to me, right? As always, again, I am Kim, the SME. If this is your first time tuning in, speaker of my experiences. I don't come on here talking about everybody else's business and the gossip and all that good stuff. I speak about what I'm going through so that you can understand, okay, you're not the only one going through it. Maybe it's something you can learn from. Maybe it's something that you can impart back to me of, okay, this is how I handle it. Right? That's what it's about. It's about unifying, providing all of our perspectives in order to come up with solutions that actually have people in mind. Solutions. And so I'm saying all this to say that you may be so anxious, you may have so much on your shoulders, you may have your mind just filled of things that you need to accomplish, that you need to cross off of your list, that you feel that you are unprepared for, and really it's all in your own mind. You are already capable. You are fully capable of handling everything that is on your plate. And while some of it is a burden, while some of it is something worth grieving over, for sure, there's all kinds of different levels of experiences that we all are going through, right? I don't want to negate that at all, but I just want to let you know that if you have it, you can handle it. And I just interviewed, the recording will be coming out soon, but I just interviewed someone and his phrase is, if it has to be, it is up to me. So that kind of correlates with what I'm saying right now, is that if a change is needed, if it's a task that's needed, you can do it. You can do it. Now that it's all over, have you ever experienced that? You've been so uptight about something, or you're prepared, you're trying to get prepared, you're trying to get your mind right, you're trying to get your spirit right and your heart right and all of that. And then once it's done, it was like, oh my gosh, I so enjoyed that. I so love that. When can I put on my calendar to do it again? Okay? We have to be careful of what we're saying to ourselves, how we're speaking to ourselves, what our mindset is. Once we start doubting ourselves and putting all of these internal pressures upon ourselves, we have to check that. It's a part of becoming self-aware of, okay, what am I feeling? Why am I feeling like this? How can I correct it? How can I counter it? And again, this was about me and my assumed limitations. I felt like I only had so much. I felt like I could only give so much. I felt like I could only do it in this amount of time or with these resources, when really those were all assumptions, those were all limitations that I put on myself. Don't do what I do. And if you are doing it, if you have done it, if I'm bringing something to your attention, check yourself. Check it and then correct it. Check it and correct it. Let's not wait on other people to find flaws for us to correct. Sometimes we have to do that self-correction, that self-realization, that self-reflection. I hope this is helping someone out there. Let's stop putting all of these limitations on ourselves. And it's not like it's a seat belt. It's not that it's anything physical. It's not that. It's all in our mind. It's all in our mind. It's like how when people say, think outside the box. There is no box. There is no box. So when you say think outside the box, you're putting limitations on your thoughts. You're putting limitations on your ideas and your dreams and your abilities. Assumed limitations. What are you assuming of yourself? What are you doubting of yourself? What are you saying you can't handle? What are you saying you're not ready for? What are you saying that you can't go on from, that you can't move away from, that you can't grow out of, that you can't escape, that you can't achieve? We can do all things. We can do all things. For me, through God who strengthens me. I can do all things. And none of us are perfect. None of us are always in our, I don't want to say perfect mindset, but our best mindset. None of us are in our best mindset all the time. And so we do need that self-reckoning. We do need to talk to ourselves and say, you've got this. You can do it. Stop putting so much weight on yourself. Show up. Show up. And one thing about, I know everyone that's listening doesn't believe in God, that you have your own religion, and that's fine. That's fine. I'm not on here preaching. If you know anything about this podcast, you know it's not about your race, your religion, your affiliations, your demographics, your gender, your age. It's not about any of that. This is just about the human level experience. The human level experience. One thing that I have found about believing in something higher is that when I am going through something, it is a relief that I don't have to just count on myself. There's someone else out there. There's a higher power out there that has my back, that created me, that knows the ending from the beginning, that has ordered my steps, that is for me. And so it's comforting because I don't always have to, but humanly, I don't have to rely on myself. Even though there are times when that's the first thing that I think about, okay, I need to take care of this. No, I don't have to. It's already done. It is already done. So I just wanted to get on here and give you some words of encouragement, a little bit of inspiration. If you don't have the faith, I am having the faith for you. Okay? I am sharing a part of me with you. We get so caught up in our day-to-day activities and what we have to plan for and what's upcoming, and we're trying to figure out how are we going to make that happen. I don't have the answer right now. How am I going to accomplish this? How am I going to meet this goal? How am I going to pay this bill? Whatever it may be. How am I going to get this tuition together? How am I going to get my son from daycare and not leave work early? Right? How am I going to get through another day of this job where, my manager is always tripping or is micromanaging? How am I going to do this? Day by day, and just watch it work. The avenues will open up. The avenues will open up. Now, this same person that I just mentioned that I interviewed recently, I forgot to ask a question of him. Or actually, not a question. I forgot to remind him of something he told me that I still hold dear. I asked a question. I don't remember exactly what the question was. It was about, let me get it together. It was about decision making, I believe. And his response was, it is not our responsibility to know what's up ahead. If we're on a bike, our job is to pedal. Our job is to pedal. The path will be laid out in front of us. We just need to pedal. So I encourage you to just pedal. Do the work. Don't put all these limitations on yourself, on others, all of these question marks, but use what you have. Use the time you have, the hands you have, the resources you have, the education, the knowledge you have, and go forward with that. And watch God blow your mind. I am your host, Kim the SME. I hope this was inspirational for you. I hope this was relatable. If it was, please put something in the comments so that I know that I am speaking to someone. I am touching someone. I am helping someone. I share the same experiences as someone. Share this message with someone else as well. Share this message with someone else. I thank you for tuning in with me. You have been listening to the KimUnity Soulutions Podcast. Until next time, you all be blessed and remove all of those assumed limitations from your life. Be blessed, y'all. Bye-bye.